Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. A lot of you are wondering as to when exactly they are going to report to school. That is depending on the school you bought a form for. So in this video, I'll be taking my time to tell you when exactly each and every school is going to reopen and when you go to school, so that your anxiety and all that will be taken off. This particular academic calendar is a little bit distorted because they're trying to bring back the academic calendar to the old system, which usually starts in September. But right as at now, things are not too clear as to when exactly students are going to school. But in this video, I'll be telling you the exact dates that we'll be doing that. I'll be dividing the video into three segments, which has to do with the universities, which comprises of the technical universities, the public universities, and the private universities. Then I'll move down to the nurses training colleges and the teacher training colleges. So stick and stay with me. Watch this video today. And if this is the first time you're coming across my channel, please do me the honor, subscribe to the channel, turn post notifications myself. Anytime I release any video, you would be the first person to get notification. And if you're looking for it to buy any form, or you want to better understand any program before you step in and then do the application to then pursue that program, so you don't complete school and then get stuck in the system without getting a job or without getting an employment. Pick up my number right this on your screen, contact me, and then you buy the form from me. I take my time, fill the form for you, so you don't have to go to the cafe, go to the bank to do anything. Once you just pay the amount, I'll buy the form, fill the form for you, do the process and everything for you. Now let's dive deep into the video. Now the thing is, they are trying to change the academic calendar back to the old system, and all of you know that it's the secondary schools that produces the raw materials for the various tertiary institutions in the country. In exception of the nursing training colleges, that their admission system is a little bit different from the other institutions. The nursing training colleges are going to start admission next month, which is September. Okay, the drafted academic calendar that came out for the nursing training colleges is supposed to start on 6th of September 2023, but it will not start 6th of September 2023. Some schools will delay depending on when they have ended their interview. Some are going to go as far as first week in October, which is going to be on 2nd October before some of the schools will be reopening. That is because of when they have ended their interview. Some of them, as at now, they are still having interview, and some of them, their admission letters are not in. It's just a few of them that I know the admission letter is in, which is one of the nursing training colleges in Atakwa, one is at Drobo, and then Dunkwan of him for the midwifery candidate, and then a couple of them, but majority of them haven't released that admission list yet. Yet the month is almost going to an end. Okay. Alright, so now let's move to the teacher training colleges. The teacher training colleges are not going to have admission this year. They're not going to go to school this year because they're going to take their raw materials from the senior high school. And right now, as of now, students are still writing WASI, which is going to end in September or middle of September going. Okay. So we have to wait for the students to finish. Those of them have bought awaiting forms to also gain admission before they can go to school. So literally, they are either going to WASI result is going to come out somewhere in November thereabout. So after the WASI result has come out, they will have a maximum of 2 weeks to do application. Then after that, before admission starts coming out. So even if they are supposed to go to school this year, and they're going to start school in November. But trust me, majority of the schools are going to start school in January, in exception of the nurses training colleges. Then down to the universities or the public and private universities. Let me take the technical universities first. The technical universities are going to start school in October, precisely 2nd October. Majority of them has already started giving admission. They have two systems of admission. Hence, some students will go to school, and then 2 months after, others will also join them. Okay. So as of now, if you want to buy any of the forms, you want to buy either technical university or private university, the forms are still available. You can go ahead and buy together with teacher training college forms. Okay. So when you buy, you can fill the form today, 2 days or 3 days after you have admission, stated with a month that's supposed to report to school. Okay. So the first batch of the technical universities are going to report to school in October, precisely 2nd October, depending on the school. As I can categorically tell you that Accra Technical University is reporting to school on 2nd October. Some are going to continue until December. Even admission is going to continue from now till middle of January or ending of January before admission will totally be cut off, especially some schools like UEW, Amasted, and some of the technical universities are also going to continue with the same list. Okay, so down to the public schools, okay, the public universities. So the same way, they still have to wait for those who are writing WASI now. Okay, so until WASI result is out, which is definitely going to be around November ending or first week in December, they are not going to report to school until the result is being released. When the result is being released, they have a maximum of 2 weeks to process the admission letters, okay, or the admission forms. Once they process it, they have disseminated at least maximum of another extra 2 weeks for the people to what prepare and pay the various amount of fees that they have been asked to pay. So they still have to wait until what the WASI result is out before they can go ahead and go to school. So trust me, even if you're supposed to report to school, you're going to report to school around middle of what December or early week in December. If you report to school early week in December, it means you're not going to do any proper thing on campus. You're just going to be on campus having fun, make friends and all that. Then when you report to school in January, academic calendar or the main teaching starts then. So you have to prepare your mind, twist your mind very well before you go there. Okay. Then down to the private schools. For the private schools, they take the residue of the public schools. So the admission is going to end somewhere in February ending. Okay, so they will not progress the admission letter yet. As for now, if I can tell you, it's only Valley View University that I know that has processed some of the forms, which are the what September intake. Okay, so they are calling people. If you have applied into the institution, you want to be either in September intake or want to be in January intake. Okay, just the general intake is not specific for them because they still have to wait for the public schools to give admission. Then those who did not gain admission, they will like you don't want to stay in the house again, right? So you definitely have to apply to the private schools to be able to be given admission to pursue your dream career. Yet you see there are some little bit technicalities involved in these things. So if you want to better understand, just pick up my number and contact me. Now let me run everything over for you to better understand. Nurses training colleges are going to report to school in September. Some admissions are going to delay, so some students or some schools are going to report late or middle of what September, and some are going to report first week in October. When it comes to teacher training colleges, either they go to school first week in December, depending on when WASI result is being released, or they go to school in January. Then the other ones, which are the public university, technical universities, they are going to go to school in January precisely, or if it's been shifted back a little bit, that has to be depend on when WASI result is being released. So if the result is being released early, then they'll go to school in what November, or they'll go to school in January. Yet the academic calendar per my description is going to start in January. Then when it comes to the private universities, they are going to start somewhere January and end the admission in February. Okay, so they have the September intake. That's for some of them, like I mentioned, Valley View University. Then when it comes to the other ones, they are going to, if they don't have two streams, then they are going to have the January admission all together. So these are all the descriptions I've mentioned. Now the academic calendar has to be reversed. So probably by next year or next 2 years, everyone is going to go back to school in what September, which means they will end writing WASI around June or July. Then admission can start in what September. So this is all that I have for you today. I believe this information you have gone through right now is very helpful. If you have been able to watch this video to this end, please do me the honor, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notification bell so that you get notified anytime I release a new video. And if you're looking forward to apply to any tertiary institutions in the country, my number is displaying right on your screen. Pick it up, contact me, and let's have a conversation. I'll send the form to you at the same time. Do the application for you. So you don't have to waste your time going to the cafe, go to the bank, do the processing, anything. Just sit at your home at the comfort of your office or anywhere. Leave the junkie work for me. I'll do it for you. My name is Desmond. You can call me Don Holy. Until then, I'll see you in the next episode. Peace. I'm out.